Hey guys, this is brought to you by A.S.K, where you can find the funny videos for a short time. Thanks for watching. This video is a book that I wrote myself, and I am going to be reading it, so you guys can hear that. It's going to be fun. Please note this book is around 26 pages long. Not a lot, but there are a lot of words, and this is a PowerPoint, so yeah, that's that. And if you guys want, if you guys don't want, I'll just publish it onto... I can just copy and paste it onto a website, and I can leave the link in the description if you guys want that too. And with no further ado, let's begin. The book's called I Am Nobody by A.S.K. In the world, everyone has equal rights, but some don't necessarily use or get them. Some are fugitives. Our story starts in Tennessee with a boy whose parents are not the most nice and trustworthy people. He is punished at least 5 times a day. Seriously punished. Kicked, hit, sat on, slapped, and so on. I imagine you would feel bad for this child. Dear diary, really tired. Face is aching. I wish I had a different life. Better parents, better home, better life. No school. I barely have a life. A name. Anyone who sees my face and clothes in the streets would want to run away. I want to run away. Everybody has a life but me. I'm nobody. Nobody. Nobody? Sit down, you little twerp. Ow! You're lucky. Some children don't have a life. I have a life? Ow! I only have 2 ears. Not for long. Sometimes he wanted to run away. He thought he was so miserable. He was. It was true. But he'll get beat if he peeped. Hello? Joseph Hunterson? I don't care if you're the Wizard of Oz. What do you want? Yes? No. I would love to. Whatever. He'll be there at 3. Got it. Joseph, right? Okay, bye. Hey, kid, Nameless, come over here. You're going to military school. Dear diary, I'm sure I have to escape. All the lucky New Yorkers, and I go to military school with some buff school bully idiots. Nobody will show the world he's somebody. Hey, the name's Dan. Here's the kid, Dan. What's his name? Doesn't have one. I know it sounds stupid. Just call him Jack or something. Is it even legal to not have a name? Hey, genius, I don't work for the Queen of England. Sure, genius. Customer service, God. Poor kid. His face is red, and he doesn't even have a name. Or a good family, he thought. So, kid, how are you? You look red. The redness is the least of the pain. Your dad seems, lucky me, I get to live with him. What do you want me to call you? Nobody. How grief. The rest of the day was spent like a day with nobody's dad. Almost everyone were bullies, except, Dan, this kid named Ferdini, and, nobody. Hey, Blondie, I'm Ferdini, and you are? Nobody. I just want to be your friend, so tell me your name. I don't have a name like all the 6,999,999,999 people on Earth. My stupid parents didn't care for a name. Happy Ferdini boy? Okay, nobody. How are you? Bad. Stuck with these heavy-handed idiots. Stuck with a stupid family. A stupid life. A stupid question. Now leave me to wallow in my own misery. I can help you break out. Be a fugitive. A runaway. Nobody, Ferdini said. Got a plan? We go out on Friday. What's today? Tuesday. Get a ladder, rope, food, a walkie-talkie, and water. Hey, Ferdini, I don't have all that stuff, though. My parents barely buy a sofa to sit on. I'll get 'em. Hey, Ferdini. Thanks, man. Friends. What are you doing? Nobody asked. Shaking hands. It's a greeting. Oh, okay. Hey, kid, I'm Jacob, biggest bully here. You mess with me, you die. Fascinating. My dad looks as stupid as your friends, and he threatens me the same. I'm not scared of you 13-year-olds. Is that so? Well, keep your derriere covered, or Earl got seriously kicked. Cool. 36 hours later. I know Jacob's annoying, Ferdini said. Everyone was sleeping, but the good boy brothers were awake. But you have to deal with it. Ferdini, why'd you have to come here to military school? My parents are good people, but work a lot. They also think I sit around playing when boys are supposed to do pull-ups and lift weights. Stereotypes. Yous caused me too much trouble. Now yous will pay with your father deed. Jacob threatened Ferdini and nobody. Yous? 2 words. Grammar lessons. Ferdini laughed. Ducks. Yous want to be able to laugh for long. The Superman punch could never change. It was evergreen. Of course, nobody was okay. His face was usually a punching bag and a target. It wasn't hard to get a bullseye, or a kid's nose. They both wanted to punch Jacob in his vast face. He usually was in the gym, or bullying wimps. Dan never seemed to notice that Jacob was a good little liar and a whackbag. Everyone seemed to be Jacob's friends, since they were scared. He had an army behind him. Bye, idiots. You are scheduled to be beat up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and weekends. Ha ha ha. He laughed like Hitler all of a sudden. Ferdini, you American? Canadian. Nice. Got some poutine? In the cafeteria on Thursday, nobody, aka Frank Smith, was excited. A lot. He never felt like this and had so much on purpose until now, since it kinda didn't. Ferdini decided to name him Frank Smith, since nobody wasn't really normal. They chatted while chewing the original cafeteria slop. Then, jump and check your shoes, okay? Okay. There's one problem. I don't want to be a fugitive. I want to be a normal child, live in a good house, good parents, not a loser, a nobody with no hope. You realize the consequences of what you just said 4 seconds, 67 nanoseconds ago, right? This is your chance, a life, Wait. You think I'll have a normal life if I do this? I'm doing this for you. I'd rather stay in this dump. Go ahead. The rest of Frank Smith's day seemed sad. He felt bad, but he didn't want to show it. The next day, Ferdini and Frank didn't have a good old conversation or gossip about Jacob. Speaking of which, haven't you heard, Frank? Blonde or stupid? Didn't you dye your hair? Haha. Lucky me. It's Friday. Don't mind if I do. Haha. Jacob? It was Dan. Yeah, man. What could you possibly be more important than my, business? Safety patrol, dude. What you doing? Playing hide and seek. Frank here is the seeker, so I was gonna give him a pat on the back. He's lying. He was about to punch me. I have rights too, I can prove it. Ferdini, can you come over here? Please. Thanks, man. Now, doesn't Jacob bully wimps such as myself, yesterday? As a matter of fact, yes, you're not lying. He does. Saturday, May 13th. Dear Diary, Jacob got expelled. Happy as ever. Ferdini and I are friends again. And the plan got moved to Sunday. I have to. This is my life on his shoulders. It's wrong. My turn, Faith. My turn. So no more mess-ups or disagreeing? The plan is to go? You can bet your pants it is, Frank Smith said happily. I was afraid you were going to say that. Lol. 23 hours later. Ready, bro? Ferdini whispered. Hope I wasn't, but I have to. Thanks for your help and support, Ferdini. Please, call me Ferdini. You're a joker. Listen, if we never see each other ever again, remember, we're friends. They saluted and Ferdini almost cried. Life would be weird, but life is weird anyways. The quantity of the weirdness was up to him. The 30-meter walk was hard, but not impossible. His heart was like a bomb countdown. He ran to the nearest street light pole. He ran past the conveniently asleep security guard. How original. He saw a pickup truck. He also saw a stop sign and pedestrians. He jumped in the back of the truck and waited for a few hours. After an endless ride, he reached the main intersections of his street. He saw another stop sign. Life counts on this 3-second jump. He jumped in 0.56 seconds onto the road and ran a marathon. Instead of going straight towards his 80-year-old looking home, he ran into another pickup truck using the same technique. His mom was watering the 26-year-old tree, so he had to be swift. He jumped in quickly and took his blanket out of his backpack. He didn't risk getting seen by sleeping. One endless ride later, finally, he scrambled out and chewed a granola bar while doing so. He ran into the forest. And lived misery, here I unwillingly come. His life seemed like a structure, without a foundation. Therefore, his life was utterly in a collapsing motion. Unbelievable as it may seem to an average person in the U.S. with all the politics, nobody is literally somebody, although it has a body. Okay, I am not going to explain it. To an average spoiled American, Thursday's Taco Tuesday. Okay, let's see Frank's other situation. Wish Ferdini was here. Wish someone was here. Anyone. Do you differ? Are you wrong? Or unbelievable? Or disgusting? What is this, a help wanted commercial or a job application? Who are you? Somebody. Very descriptive details provided. Silence. Humor? You have a sense of humor towards your superior? You're just a normal, I am your fairy godfather. He came out with a red cape and a wand and wings. Not normal, Frank Smith mumbled. The name's Ned Dillard. So, Ned, how long have you been staring there for? Long enough. The scene was like watching a crocodile come out of a river with a bow tie on its head. Spectacular, disturbing, and odd at the same time. So, the words were deep. Almost. If you're my fairy godfather, do you have a fairy godmother? And do you know what happens in the future? And do I get a normal life? Or, quiet, young child. You have zero experience with us fairies, right? No, why do you think I'm so jumpy? The television? Parents don't buy me one. I have a private one in the basement, but I'll get spanked if I watch it. Trust me, not a normal person's attempt. You are normal, though. Otherwise, I would be in my warm, cozy bed watching my favorite soap opera with a house and with air conditioning and hot tub. Slow down, Joker, he winked. Let's start from the basics of my powers. So, 11 minutes later, and so you can say, I wish something, and then whatever you say comes true. I can transport, as you humans call it, but remember, I can't take you to fairy world and meet all the fairy godmamas and papas. You'll know why later. Okay, go on. Wish something. I wish I had a hut in this forest with air conditioning, food, water, and a TV. It was magical, quite literally, and what looked like pink dust twirled around and created majestic beauty, or an old hut made from straw and dirt. Yet surrounded by bricks and inside the walls were normally made from wall casts. Quite frankly, I'm impressed, man. Thanks for all your help. Don't need nothing no more? Great, I have a date in 20 minutes. No offense, but aren't you too old? I told you, we live to 800. I'm 167, still very young. Right. I'm gonna not go nuts instead of go live my new home. Kids these days. Thanks, Ned. So you can go to your, date. He jumped and gargled. What happened? Kinda threw up in my mouth, sorry. Be back in an hour. Maybe 2. Sorry, but this date is mandatory. Frank, A.K. Nobody, rolled his eyes. Mandatory. What does he think he is? Fine, go, I'll be fine. Well-mannered kid. Here, the TV. Be back ASAP. After 49 minutes, Frank felt lonely. Scared. Lonely. Did I mention scared? He heard a sound from outside. A stick breaking. Ned, children are smarter than you think. Ah! A bear with some berries in his spiky mouth, munching like they were his only food source. Gulp. He tried to keep calm, like any other kid with no name, a fairy god daddy, and who lives in the forest would be. He backed away, but the bear's experience with swift salmon, mullets, and other fish was much more than Frank merely thought. Good little flesh-eating grizzly bear. Is my appearance that bad, child? It was Ned, mumbling behind clean glasses. Oh, Mama, these are bears, and there are bears in forests? I guess anything's possible. If you haven't noticed, a huge meat-eating, chewing grizzly bear is standing right next to you. So? Frank slapped his head. I wish the bear was back near a river, far from here. Poof. What, did I mention the fairy dust doubles and undoubles? It was a long night. October 1st. So, after all this time, Frank, can we do an identity quiz since you're a lunatic? Well, start. Okay, age, birthday, and name. Okay, not name, sorry. Nobody frowned. 12, October 18th, and well, let's do something else. You don't have school, right? I don't. Say hi to your new teacher of every unit. What unit should we start with? Math, science, literacy, or geography? I love them all equally. Science. Space, structures, human body, or matter? Space. Excellent, excellent. So there's 9 planets in the solar system. This is the order. From nearest to the sun to the farthest. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. There's also a dwarf or small planet called Pluto. The warmest isn't Mercury, it's Venus because of its atmosphere. Jupiter has 63 moons, and Mars is said to have life. Since we found water, and it means life. Saturn has a ring around it, and it's beautiful. It's made of kilometers of ice and rocks. The 8 normal planets, the first 4 are rock and metal, and the other 4 are gas and liquid. So you can stand on Jupiter, so you can't stand on Jupiter, or you'll sink, and the chemicals in the gas will kill you. Our solar system is in the Milky Way, a galaxy. There are other ones like the Andromeda, and there are planets like our Earth, or stars like Betelgeuse, and this all exists in our everything. The one, the only, the universe. Okay, that was long. Tomorrow we'll do geography. Okay, let's watch TV. Okay, 5 minutes later. Fine, let's do geography now. The capital of Denmark is Copenhagen. Bulgaria is Sofia. Spain is Madrid. The capital of Zimbabwe is I'm tired. He collapsed to the ground of the hut. Me too. 1 hour later. Snore. 15 days later. Happy day before birthday, Frank, old buddy. You're a good kid. Fast learner, too. I'm glad I'm not put with some stupid bully like Jorgen, the head fairy. 24 hours later. Happy birthday, Frank. 76 nanoseconds later. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frank. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, Ned. You helped a lot. Make a wish. I hope I get a name. Time for your birthday present. Finish your cake. My gift is, I figured you would like to see my home, Fairy World. Couldn't I just have wished for one? No, that's in our laws, along with cheating or anything else under that statement. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let's go. After about 5 seconds, and all of Ned's power, they got there. Home. Hello, birthday child. You must be, what's his name again? Jorgen Jacksington said. Ned gestured in a he doesn't have a name, you idiot kind of way. Oh, yeah. Okay, you guys, go explore. I'm training. Okay, Ned, let's go. You're the most honest and loyal person I know. Right when the letters came out of Frank's mouth, Frank knew Ned was hiding something. What is it? You seem suspicious. What? Me? No. Why would you think that? I'm not hiding anything. Okay. Ooh, a Ferris wheel. Let's go. Phew, Ned thought. Let's go to 1 hour later. Let's go to your house. Okay, I have a confession to make, Ned said. What? I'm not Ned. I'm Ferdini. What? But you, Ferdini? Oh, buddy. Ned turned into the only one of the two who actually existed. To think Ferdini was behind this thing all this time. You lied to me? Sorry, buddy. Everything is a lie in my soul. All I wanted was for my birthday was a thing to live for. A life, a name. I'm out of this poop deck you normal people call life. Now poof me back to SS misery, he cried, crashing into Jorgen. Hey, Captain Stupidity, go talk to General Nonsense over there. Ned? Ferdini, you idiot. 3 years later, in the Nashville orphanage stood 15-year-old Frank Smith, whimpering. Everyone was adopted but him. He had problems. He missed his old life, even with his parents, and his lack of a name. Even Ferdini. Why did Faith have such a wry sense of humor? Why? Just then, a handsome man came in and asked the cashier for any adoptions. The cashier said only one. He came beside nobody and thought. He looked and seemed like a nice guy. Nobody was extremely desperate. Please, sir, I need a good family. Please. Get in the car. Sir, what is your name? Jason. When they reached home, nobody wanted to kiss the floor. He'd never seen a flat-screen TV before. So, can I call you son? Mine had a cancer and he passed a week ago. The poor man had tears coming out of his nose. Maybe I am nobody, but at least I'm still alive. Can I tell you a story? Well, an old man was very old, and his last minutes, he told his children and grandchildren to take a stick and break it. Since he was about to die, they listened. When they broke it, the grandfather said break the two together. Same with 3, and so on. When they did 8, even the oldest child couldn't break it. The grandfather explained that life is like the sticks. It gets harder the higher you go. Beautiful. Was that your father? He cried again. The poor man was single and had no family. Yes, son, I want you to live by that story. I want you to be more successful than I am. I always wanted kids, but I wasn't very lucky. Every girl thinks I'm crazy. You mean a lot to me, even if you are adopted. Thanks, that means a lot. Anyway, I love you. What's your name? Nobody. I am nobody. The end. Thanks for watching, guys. This is brought to you by A.S.K, where you can find the funny videos for a short time. Thanks for watching. This book will be in the description as a website that I will make before I make this video, obviously on YouTube. But when I'm making this video right now, I will be making it in a few hours. And be sure to subscribe. Check the link out. If you guys want to read it again, you can just pause it and stuff, and check out the link if you want to read it like professionally. Be sure to check out our Ask Your website because I forgot to tell anyone that in any of my videos. Be ready for our Ask. It's an Ask Your Christmas, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.